life?
Basket. Hey, you play basket? I play basket.
You play ball?
Write this down. We talked today specifically, ladies and gentlemen, about right triangles. This is only about right triangles. And this is what thou needs to know about their right triangles. Let me draw one here for you. We have some definitions we have to talk about here. The first one you already know. Okay. The first one you already know. The long side of a right triangle, or the side that's opposite the right angle, is called the hypotenuse. Okay? It's called the hypotenuse. Now, when we start talking about what we are talking about here, we need to label our triangle A, B, and C. The hypotenuse never changes. Okay? Never changes. The long side is always going to be the hypotenuse. Okay? However, what we're talking about after this does change depending on what angle you are talking about. So first, I'm going to start off talking with respect or regard to or whatever angle A. If you are talking about, what's going on back there? Angle A. Okay, I am talking about this angle right here. Okay. The side opposite of angle A is side CB, which simply means this. If you are talking about angle A is pointing towards, it's opening up to this side right here, and we call this the opposite side. Okay? And then the second thing you need to know is this. Okay. Again, if you're talking angle A, the side that forms angle A but is not the hypotenuse is called the, I want to speculate? Don't even, because you won't know it. It's called the adjacent side. So, I'll let you write that down. I don't want to go slowly through that because you got to get this down. For what we're doing for the next, whatever, 3-4 days, you have to understand this. Looking at angle A, here are the two lines that form angle A. The one that is not the hypotenuse, because we've already defined the hypotenuse, this one right here is called its adjacent side. Opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. But that's only if you're talking about angle A. And in this case, that would be side AB. Dramatic pause time. Just hold on, I'm just prepping myself.
He said oh. It's just pause.
What's that?
Plays the 16.
Oh. Wait, the dream sequence? What are the clapping fingers? Am I done? Can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take the same triangle, but I need a new screen, so I'm going to copy it right here, paste it here. Alright, I'm going to label it again like this. Sorry. A, this was B,
Yeah.
and this was C.
Yeah.
Okay, if If I am talking about angle C this time, the sides that are opposite and the sides that are adjacent change, because the side opposite angle C is this side here, and the side that is adjacent angle C, it's the one that's not the hypotenuse that makes up that angle, is this one, so it is adjacent here. This is still the hypotenuse, it does not change. To which you're going to say, why do I need to know that? Somebody say that.
And we need to know that.
You need to know that because they are going to ask you for some ratios. Okay, they're going to give you a right triangle. Let's say here's another right triangle. Let me label it as such. X, Y, X, Z, Y. X, I'm sorry. I don't know if I really want this. That doesn't matter. Let's just do X, Y, Z. And let's say that this is 12 centimeters, and let's say this is 10 centimeters, and let's say this is 6 centimeters.
Does that make it triangle?
It's probably, you probably can't actually have those meant because they're not a,
I think so.
they're not, it's not a diagonal triple, it doesn't matter. Okay? So I'm going to ask you for this ratio. What, I'm sorry, I have to tell you what angle first. Find the ratio of the side opposite angle A to the hypotenuse. Angle A and the hypotenuse, I guess.
Angle A. There is nine.
All right, let's change that to one we actually have. How about angle Z? Well, it can't be the one that you will never be asked to do the one that's the right angle. So it's got to be the one, any one of the two that's not the right angle.
Z.
So let's do angle Z. The ratio of the side opposite angle Z and the hypotenuse. So the first thing when you do this, you have to establish is what angle are you in fact talking about? I'm talking about angle Z. So right away I know that this side is the opposite side, and I know this side is the adjacent side, and this is the hypotenuse. So if I'm looking for the ratio of the one that's opposite to the hypotenuse, here's my opposite, 6. Here's my hypotenuse, 12. So the ratio is the fraction 1/2. Are you picking up what I'm laying down there?
Yes.
How about this one?
Here's my right angle, my right triangle. It's like this. We give you the dimensions. So when you do these on your paper, you're going to have to label them. R, S, and T. There's going to be a right angle here somewhere. And the dimensions are 1, 2, and the square root of 3. 1, 2, square root of 3. And question is, how about the ratio? Find the ratio of the side that is opposite of angle R, as he writes a 6, opposite of angle R to the side that's adjacent to angle R. Again, make sure you establish which angle you're talking about. You're either going to talk about S or R. In this case, we're talking R. So it might not be a bad idea for you to label all these things here. What is the side opposite angle R? Well, if you shoot across, that's this. It's opposite. What's the side adjacent to angle R? That's this one, because it's the one that's not the hypotenuse, and this one is the hypotenuse. So what is this ratio? What is it opposite to adjacent?
1 over the square root.
Opposite is 1, adjacent is the square root of 3. Which You will learn later on, we can't leave it like that, but we will for right now. Wait, how does it, you can't do that. You can't let me do that. Alright, look at page 739 with me, please, children. Welcome to the world of trigonometry.
Right.
Let's look at the practice and see if you can figure this out here. Does it actually tell us? Oh. See what it says in calculator there? We're going to skip the calculator part. Well, I could have you do it with the calculator now. It's not that important just yet. So if you look at the practice, the first thing you're going to do is draw that triangle that they gave you in the practice, which looks like what? This and this. What is it labeled as? A, B, and C. What are they? 1, 2, uh-oh. 1, 2. They don't know, we don't know what this is. How are we gonna figure that one out?
What's that going to feel?
Yeah, it's not a triple, so you're actually gonna have to do it.
5.
I don't know, let's look and see. Never assume anything, Evelyn. A squared, B squared, C squared, I don't know C squared. A squared, 2 squared, plus 1 squared, sorry, equals C squared. 4 plus 1 equals C squared. 5 equals C squared, so C equals
Square root of 5.
square root of 5. So this is the square root of 5. Shabam. So letter A says, with respect to angle A, the first ratio is supposed to be what? Opposite to adjacent. What would be your fraction of opposite to adjacent for angle A? Opposite over adjacent to angle A. Harper?
1 over 2.
1 over 2. Here's angle A. This is opposite angle A. The one that's not the hypotenuse touching angle A is its adjacent side, so it is 1/2. 1 over 2. How about the second one, which says adjacent to hypotenuse? Angle A, adjacent to hypotenuse. Adjacent one over hypotenuse. Brant, adjacent. This is opposite.
Oh,
This is hypotenuse. What is it? 2 over the square root of 5. And then the third one says adjacent to hypotenuse. No. What? Did I do the wrong one? Oh, opposite to hypotenuse. Sorry. I did the wrong one first, but what is opposite over hypotenuse? Abram?
1 over square root of 5.
1 over the square root of 5. Are you with me? Good, because we're getting close to trade. And then, now they ask you with respect to angle B, angle B, angle B, they're asking for these 3 relationships. They want the opposite adjacent, opposite hypotenuse, and they want the one that is adjacent to hypotenuse. So you got to change your thinking now because these are going to change. Now I'm looking at angle B. Angle B. What is the opposite of angle B to adjacent to angle B? Carter Westfall.
2.
Opposite is 2. What's adjacent?
2.
No.
Wait.
This is opposite?
1.
1. So opposite over adjacent is
Over 1.
2 over 1. What's opposite over hypotenuse?
2 over 5.
Square root of 5.
Square root of 5.
And for letter last one, adjacent over hypotenuse is Carter Altenberg. Here's angle B. We're looking at angle B. Adjacent to hypotenuse?
1 over the square root of 5.
1 over the square root of 5. If you've ever heard of sine, cosine, and tangent, that is what we're doing right now, but we won't tell you that until later on. Isn't that exciting, though?
That's
Very. Incredibly. Now the question is, will they even ask you a question about this on the homework assignment?
1.
Oh.
Yeah, number 7.
Oh, yes. All right, for tomorrow then. Let's do 7 through
77.
Oh, by the way, children, yesterday on the quiz I asked you, I really thought we nailed this thing home. Was it a cylinder that was 5 times bigger?
Yeah.
Scale factor cube.
Yeah. I was asking how much time it was. I don't remember what it was. Wait,
Seal factor
let me
down.
steal this.
It was 3